Welcome back to Derby Date Night Tournament Edition. You're here with Aria Kidding Me and Sirius Lee, your dynamic duo who run Derby Date Night. We've also got our kids working for us this weekend. We have got OMG at home taking care of our dog, and we have got LOL on one of our cameras. And sometimes we like to have a third wheel join us for Derby Date Night. And today we have Melody Mayhem over here on the mic.
Good morning.
Melody just finished up reffing our first game between Black Diaspora and Cape Girardeau. And we are about to start our second game with Cornfed and the Rolla Rockets.
Rolla Rockets.
Rolla Rockets.
Rolla.
Yep, Rolla. I practiced. And they are from Rolla, Missouri, which is a military town I learned earlier today.
Ooh. Like, you already have lots of practice on Girardeau.
Yes, Girardeau I practiced for a whole year. And Rolla, I learned, we did some research. Well, look at that. The game just all of a sudden gets started. There we go. Ultra Ego is jamming for Cornfed Roller Derby, and Cuppa TNT is jamming for the Rolla Rockets. First penalty of this game. I don't know who it went to, but Rolla Rockets are going to be your lead jammer, Cuppa TNT, but not followed closely behind by Ultra Ego, who is about half a track behind as Cuppa TNT is coming in on a first scoring pass. Cuppa TNT is looks like she's tapping her hips to call the jam. So Cornfed was not able to score any points in, oh wait, they stole one. Looks like they stole one, and Rolla got three, bringing us to a 3-1 to start the game.
That penalty was a forearm penalty on Rolla.
Rolla.
It's going to get me. Blocker 8-8, cast kicker.
Cool. Also, Mel, you're going to notice we have some really cool new technology today,
yes,
including being able to see the penalties on the screen when we start racking up penalties, which neither of these teams will do because no one ever goes to the penalty box.
No one goes to the penalty box. And we can hear each other.
I know. This is so cool. We have headphones today. We're like super fancy. Thanks, Sirius, for making us super fancy.
Thanks, Sirius.
I love how your voice is never here. You're just always like this presence. You're just in the background pressing buttons and technical directing.
Are you my conscience?
I know. Well, he definitely is, because he's like, now that we have headphones, he just keeps tapping me on the shoulder, like from another world, telling me what to do, as usual. I'm excited that I get to announce with you a little bit this weekend.
Me too.
It'll be fun. All right, we've got Miss Adventure jamming for Cornfed Roller Derby and Fear Myony for Rolla Rockets. Fear Myony is your lead jammer for Rolla Rockets. Miss Adventure trying to find some space is going to have to get through with a hit there on 304 from Rolla Rockets. But that hit, unfortunately, is going to be sending Miss Adventure to the penalty box. So this will be a power jam for the Rolla Rockets and Fear Myony, who is currently in the pack on a scoring pass.
That was a forearm for Ed.
Rolla Rockets only have 3 blockers out on the track, but their fourth is about to rejoin them as Fear Myony has gotten a little bit stuck and tangled up in the pack on her first scoring pass here. Is having a hard time getting through. Cornfed really focusing on that defense during this power jam. Miss Adventure is now standing in the penalty box and will be coming out in just a second. Fear Myony decides to freeze Ed in the penalty box and calls the jam. So we will start this next jam as a power jam for Rolla Rockets. Welcome to all of you here in the chat. This is our Derby Date Night, but we always like to welcome you, our third wheels. Let us know who you are, who you're here rooting for, and where you're rooting from.
Rolla's from Missouri, right?
All right, we have Rolla Rockets as Boom is your lead jammer for Rolla Rockets. Miss Adventure is she out of the penalty box? Yeah, she's out of the penalty box and in the pack on her initials, so not currently scoring any points, getting pulled to the back by a Rolla Rockets blocker. Boom is in the pack right now, trying to score some points, and is out, and will be lead jammer for Rolla Rockets. Miss Adventure also out, about 3/4 of a track behind.
Boom was already our lead jammer, scored 4 points.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. But then why did they whistle the... Just making sure we know that she's the lead jammer, I guess. We'll just do double.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I know we have several officials. This is their first tournament.
That's so cool.
And so maybe there's just some nerves.
You know what? I think it's perfectly fine to whistle as much as you want for your lead jammers.
Yep. And, you know, there's several times a whistle happens, and then you're like, nope, not a penalty.
James Blonde jamming for the Rolla Rockets. And little Addie Adderall is jamming for Cornfed Roller Derby. James Blonde trying to pull that pack apart, is able to stay in bounds to grab lead jammer status, but little Addie Adderall is going to race right behind her and force her to call off the jam without any points being scored.
It's a good strategy.
No point for either team, scoring is 14-1. Take a step, Chase, to remind you, we have the silent auction table in the back of the concession area. Come check out silent auction.
You know, I'm really glad that we get to show this to everybody from wherever they are, but they are missing a fabulous silent auction.
Oh, I've already bid on a couple items in the silent auction.
Anything I made?
No, I bid on Muncie Civic tickets. I know somebody who's bid on the turtle that you made. And some really cool rainbow earrings for Pride.
All right.
Ooh, look at this. Cup of TNT is your lead jammer for the Rolla Rockets. Ultra Ego is jamming for Cornfed, finding some space on the outside to get out of the pack. Cup of TNT is coming around on their first scoring pass and finds some space on the inside, takes a hit from Goldie, which is gonna slow Cup and TNT down as Ultra Ego is approaching the pack on a scoring pass, hoping that she stole some points there. Doesn't look like Ego got any, but Rolla was able to get 4.
I missed what the penalty call was for, but for Rolla's blocker 822, Jen and Tonic, who is in the penalty box. Oh, and so is Goldie blocks for Cornfed.
Mm-hmm.
So
we will start with 3 blockers from each team in the next jam. For those of you just joining us, this is the second game of the Smalltown Smackdown. So this is one of our initial games to find out who's going to go into the cream of the crop bracket and who is going to go into the aw shucks bracket. Fear Hermione jamming for Rolla Rockets. And Alexecutioner for Cornfed. Fear Hermione is out, but Alexecutioner is not too far behind, only a quarter of a lap. I am sorry for those of you watching at home who have an Alexa that I am probably setting off at this point. It happens whenever Alexecutioner is jamming. Alexa just sliding through the inside line there to steal 4 points, even though she wasn't lead jammer, but Fear Hermione does call it.
And picks up 1 point.
Goldie Sock says, Goldies unite.
Yes. Also,
KTG, we do have a great turnout there in person too. Sorry, Mel.
Oh, that's okay. We have another blocker penalty. I missed what it for Rolla is 999 Ruby Razor is in the box.
Okay, a timeout has been called. So Mel, if you look at our chat, do you see how Goldie Socks has a little wheel next to her name?
I didn't notice the wheel, but I noticed that it's green. Now I notice the wheel, but I noticed the green.
So the wheel is for our members.
Woo woo.
So we have just launched memberships this weekend. Anyone who becomes a member this weekend will be entered to win a Smalltown Smackdown t-shirt.
I got to sign up.
I know. So if you want to become a member of our practice squad, charter team, or all-stars, there are spaces available for you if you decide to become a third wheel.
I know what I'm doing during halftime.
Boom! For the Rolla Rockets. Rolla Rockets is your lead jammer. Misadventure is jamming for Cornfed, taking a little spill. Boom, coming in on a scoring pass, is going to have to get past Lav, is able to do so to grab 4 points for Rolla. Misadventure is out of the pack now and chasing down. Boom.
Ferocious Dimples is headed to the box on a forearm.
Danny Banani says, let's go, 56 Molly Trauma. And KTG is rooting for Debbie Darko. Woo! KTG, I'd also like to do a special shout out to you because I believe that you are the one who named the third wheels. And we now have third wheel merchandise in our shop, too.
It's live? Oh, man, I have 2 things to do
live.
over...
It's live, our new merchandise. Eric, Roller Derby 24/7 in the chat. Good morning from Pride. Good luck, everybody. Have a wonderful time at Pride today, and I hope you enjoy marching in the parade with IJRD.
Beautiful out. It's a good day for Pride.
It's going to be a good day for Pride in Indy. All right, Little Addie Adderall jamming for Cornfed, grabbing lead jammer status. I think this is the first lead jammer status for Cornfed in this game. For Rolla, we've got, who is that jamming? What number is that?
James
Blonde. Addie sailing through to grab 4 points for Cornfed. Rolla took that early lead, and Addie is like, no. We got to catch up here. James Blonde having some trouble. Keeps getting pushed to the inside by Goldie Blocks.
If you noticed, Rolla is down a skater, but when the whistle happened, a blocker was outside, was not in bounds, and so had to be returned to their bench.
Ah, so they are going to be with only 3 blockers this whole time.
Correct.
Because that makes sense. You start with 3, you have to end with 3. So Addie getting slowed down for the first time after scoring 8 points. KTG, you have halftime tasks. Oh, did Debbie give you tasks to do at halftime? I am not surprised. Cornfed is running this tournament. Thank you so much to our hosts, Cornfed Roller Derby. We have so many volunteers working this weekend to make this tournament happen, and we really appreciate them.
Yes.
And there are so many people working so hard to make this happen. I think Addie is on her 3rd scoring pass at this point. I know the
4th.
score doesn't... Oh, wait, the score does reflect that. It was a little bit slow to catch up. So that was her 4th?
Yep.
Nice. She's going to... Look at this.
16
Look
divided
at
by
this
4
score.
is 4.
Okay, I'm not a math teacher. We know this.
There could be a lead change.
Oh, in the last game, there was a palindrome,
There's
and
a
I said
lead-
it for you.
Oh, thank you.
There
And
is
that
a lead change?
lead change.
Look at that. 25-23. This game is going to be a tight one.
You know I love a palindrome.
You do. And I shouted you out in the last game
Thank
when I
you.
saw it. James Blonde is out.
And scoring. So
Yep,
it's
they've
4
scored
each.
4. So Addie is just going to let this one run, it looks like. We only have 1 second left. And that jam will end. Cornfed taking the lead.
2 of the Rolla, thank you. 2 of the Rolla blockers were in the penalty box, so that makes it a little bit easier when you only have one blocker to get
It is
by.
so scary when you're out there as the one lone blocker.
Is it?
Well, you're a jammer. You wouldn't know, but trust me. Trust me.
I've seen the fear in the eyes, so yeah.
But if you're the only one out there and you manage to slow down the jammer, it feels so good.
Yes, it does. Not for the jammer. All right, we are on with Alter Ego jamming for Cornfed and for Rolla.
Cup of TNT. Cup of TNT is a PhD professor and works in explosives engineering.
Oh, I love it. And I want them to be British and fancy.
No, they are. They are British.
Oh my!
They are British.
Shut up.
Yes. Yes, they are British, and their husband is here as a ref.
Oh my God!
Isn't that fabulous?
Yes!
Oh, a star pass was made to Barbarian for Cornfed to get Cornfed out of the pack on that one, but Rolla was able to score 4 points, which means another lead change.
Oh, this is a tight game.
KTG says, Debbie and everyone has been working so hard.
Oh, yes.
Oh, KTG has halftime tasks of joining Derby Date Night, getting a membership, and buying some merch. Those are really good halftime tasks.
Those are my halftime tasks. Is it because I said that those are my halftime tasks?
Yes.
And so
KTG
did I make
also
it yours?
has halftime tasks. And C. Jane says, cheering for 51 Big Johnson on the Rockets. Rolla is in Missouri, correct? Oh, yes, correct.
Correct. Like, because I asked,
Correct.
that's Missouri, right?
Thank you for having this live stream. You are welcome. We hope you're enjoying it as Miss Adventure grabs lead jammer status for Cornfed Roller Derby.
Ruby Razor is headed to the penalty box. I believe that was a track cut as Ed sneaks on the inside for 4 points and calls it.
Also, we would love it if you wanted to become a member or send us a super chat, which is another really cool thing you can do. But if you can't support us monetarily, that's totally fine. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would love to see more subscribers on our YouTube channel. We're always trying to grow it, and then you can see where we're coming next. We're trying to get to 1,000. We're at like 670 something, I think. And if we could use this tournament and get over 1,000.
Remember last time when you said there was
I
no
wanted
way?
to get to 100 last year.
And we got over to 440.
We did, which is your Derby number. Ultra Ego grabbing lead jammer status for Cornfed Roller Derby, but Boom is going to hop out, not behind. Also
Beautiful.
works in
TNT?
in explosives
Demolition?
engineering.
Oh, explosive engineer. That's
with
fancy.
Cup of TNT. Mm-hmm.
That's fancy.
I know. I love these names when they work in explosives engineering. It's amazing.
I love that their names are a play off of their job because that's mine as well.
With Melody Mayhem.
Yes.
With my name being Aria kidding me, that is definitely not a play off of my job. I'm just
No.
corny.
But when I say or hear your full name, all I can picture is Penny going, "Are you kidding
Are
me?
you kidding me? That's what the announcers would say anytime I lined up on the jammer line.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did not jam very often.
That is true.
All right, we have got a close game here, 36-34. Misadventure taking the star for Cornfed and Cup of TNT for Rolla Rockets. Misadventure just got to get past that pivot and is passed with a beautiful little move to grab lead jammer status. Cup of TNT able to juke Lav there to get out about half a track behind Misadventure.
Ooh, TNT has 2 different knee pads. I love it.
Oh. Misadventure trying to take that inside line, gets pushed to the inside and decides to call the jam before Cup and TNT can come through and score any points.
Yes. KTG, it's great to see Barb again. Barb had a shoulder injury earlier in the season and is now back out on the track.
Love it when we see skaters coming back from injury.
Yes, and this is Barb's first season and they have been fierce.
I have really enjoyed watching Barb as they have, at the beginning of the season, and I'm excited that they are back and to watch them grow.
I remember the first time Barb hit me. I was like, what? Where'd this come from? We have Miss Ed Adventure jamming for Cornfed, and for Rolla we have
James Blonde.
James Blonde.
I like that name. James Blonde is normally 007, but right now her number is 7 because they said there was a mistake in printing. But she is 007.
Oh.
Which is great. Oh, B Squared took a star pass and is out of the pack as the new jammer for Cornfed. James Blonde is in the pack on, I believe, a scoring pass.
And calls it before B can score any.
Does that mean we have another lead change? We need, Sirius, can you get us lead change sound effects, please, someday?
This is a good game. Ooh, Cornfed has called
Did
it.
you hear that? Did you hear that? We have lead change.
What other sounds can we put in there?
I don't know. No, don't spoil it. Okay, give us one more sound.
Is that for when it's a really good hit? Is that the Wilhelm scream? No. Is it? Okay. Hey, I got a term right.
What's a Wilhelm scream?
I'll let Sirius explain it to you, but it's like a
Star
stock
Wars?
scream.
It's Star Wars.
Is that where it first appeared? Okay.
Who from Star Wars is screaming? Oh, it's a timeout. I have to tell jokes. For those of you who have never seen or listened to Derby Date Night before, part of our charm,
That's your charm. I just jumped on.
I like to think it's charm. Part of our charm is that we like to tell jokes whenever we've got some downtime and see if they're funny, which sometimes they are and sometimes they are very much not. Hey, Melody.
Yes.
I'm changing my name to Cliff.
Why?
Well, I want you to drop over sometime.
Oh, that one got me. I feel that one.
Did you hear about the guy who went to the doctor for a headache? The doctor examined his ear and found money. The doctor kept pulling it out until he had $1,999. The doctor said, "No wonder you're not feeling too grand."
$2,000. I was like, okay, this is not quite $2,000.
Not quite $2,000.
All right, and with that, we are back in play with Ultra Ego jamming for Cornfed, and I cannot...
Fear Mayani,
Hermione,
who is, I believe, a teacher?
a high school English.
High school English teacher, which I love the name Fear Mayani. I also have a cat named Neville, so really love that. Fear Mayani is your lead jammer. Ultra Ego is out. About half a track behind. Fear Mayani coming in on a scoring pass, getting slowed down there by a pack, but then finds some space on the inside to dart right up as Ultra Ego is approaching the pack, takes a big hit from 999 on Rolla Rockets. Ruby Razor to prevent Ego from grabbing any points.
Holy Steamroller went to the box on a direction call. Penalty.
Goldie Sox is using one of our member
Stickers.
exclusive emojis. Yep. If you're a member, you can have your own special Derby Date Night emojis. Don't you like that? Oh.
Here in the Midwest, it's really cute when your toddler says, oh.
B Squared jamming for Cornfed and Boom for Rolla Rockets. This game is still very close. Boom taking a hit to the inside there.
That was very pretty.
B using sheer force to push through all of the Rolla Rockets. B is out and lead jammer, but Boom is literally on B's heels. B is trying to slow Boom down. Some jammer on jammer pushing. Boom takes a hit to the outside, so B gets into that pack to try and score some points here. Boom is able to recover and is now in the pack trying to score. B called that jam and was able to grab 2 points. C. Jane is letting us know Wilhelm scream is a stock sound effect that has been used in many films and TV series, beginning in 1951 with the film Distant Drums. Once you hear and know it, you'll hear it in many places.
And Kyle adds, the Wilhelm scream is from the 50s, and it's a meme among audio folks popularized by the guy who did Star Wars.
There we go.
I mean, I hear it all the time. And watching stuff with Shotgun Mike, my husband, he'll be like, Wilhelm scream.
Yep. That's funny.
Who's also an audio guy. Get it? Shotgun Mike.
Shotgun Mike, get it. Misadventure jamming for Cornfed Roller Derby and James Blonde for Rolla Rockets. Misadventure finding space on that inside line to grab lead jammer status. James Blonde is out about half a track behind.
Hulktress is headed to the box on a track cut.
Misadventure doing a little bit of a juke to the outside to get through to grab 4 points. James Blonde is in the pack on a scoring pass right now, trying to tiptoe up the line around Pure Polly, but Pure Polly pushes her to the inside, and Pure Polly and Addie together do some good backwards recycling to pull James Blonde to the back of the pack. Misadventure came into the pack again and is on a scoring pass, had to go out and recycle, but was able to come back in and just go right through the pack for another 4 points for Cornfed. James Blonde, still on their initial, is trying to get out of that pack, and if she can get past Pure Polly, and she does, she is now out of the pack as Misadventure comes around on her third scoring pass.
I'm just looking at the score.
I know. I'm aware. It's close. And that jam is called by, was it called, or was
Nope,
that just
that was
a
a
penalty
penalty.
whistle?
That was one whistle.
Misadventure is out. So is James Blonde.
Ruby Razor headed back to the penalty box. Not sure for the penalty. Ruby is head to the box.
I think you can see it on the screen. It's a D directional.
Direction. I can't see that.
Okay, I'll tell you. And we have another lead change. Sirius, hit the sound.
Ooh, it's the red one in the corner.
Oh, now I can hit the sound?
You can
no.
hit the sound.
Mel, you figured it out, because now you're going to reach across me and try and hit it. No. I just talked to you like a tot. No.
And then I did it anyway. No wonder where my daughter gets it from.
Do you know we used to have to be really careful with
there's an official's timeout.
Is it an official timeout or is it an official
I don't see any, but they're not talking. It's just a timeout.
Now, here's the question, because we didn't have any official timeouts last time, and no one came over to tell us what was happening, because we didn't have one last time. So this time we just have to stand up and wave our arms after this is done so we can find out.
I mean, I might just go in and...
Goldie Socks is requesting a joke. See, that's what we have the joke alert emojis for.
Goldie Socks, who are you rooting for today?
Dad, when he puts the car in reverse, he says, this takes me back.
Wah, 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 wah.
Okay, what do you call the security guards for Samsung?
I don't know.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh, because they have the Galaxy phone.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So-
It looks like... So with this official timeout, it looks like one of the skating officials is going out and the alternate official is putting on their stripes and coming out.
I hope no one is injured.
It could be for a various amount of reasons. Doesn't seem to be injured, but pain isn't always visible.
That is very true. Or maybe they're retiring.
And they're just done?
Well, no, because like if you want to make a joke about retirement, but then maybe they don't work.
I need a sad trombone, please. Wah,
Okay.
wah, wah, wah. And then I will.
Ooh, Goldie Socks doesn't know the teams. She's newish to this league. I am open to influence.
To like the league as in Derby or like... So you just stumbled upon our stream? How did you find our stream?
Oh, I love that. Well, but see, if Goldie is open to influence, it's going to be pretty tough, Goldie, with us because both of us are
Corn-fed.
We are corn-fed. Oh, well, I feel like I am Indiana now because we just Derby Date Night. We go all over Indiana.
I'm for good Derby.
Yeah, good Derby. Like, we like to root for everybody. I also root for good sportsmanship, too. Like, whenever there's a team that's, like, super fun and super, like, friendly and, like, especially if, like, oh, that was a huge hit, and you're like, good job, as you're falling down.
And it's really hard to gauge when you're watching how fun it is for skaters or like when you're in the audience. So sometimes it's hard. You lose some stuff over the stream, and sometimes it might seem like it's not fun playing a team, but really in reality, even though it's hard, they're a lot of fun to play.
Very true. Very true. So this this crew, I have it written down somewhere. We have 2 different crews today in terms of referees and officials that are working these games, and this crew is the Dot Squatch crew. The last crew was the Petite Oops crew, and so Dot Squatch is led by Sasquatch and Dorothy Galeforce. Ultra Ego jamming for Cornfed Roller Derby and Cuppa TNT for Rolla Rockets. Both jammers getting a little bit stuck. Ultra Ego everybody taking a tumble.
There was a little team-on-team low block, but
and Cuppa TNT is headed to the penalty box as Ultra Ego finds some space on the inside and is pushed to the inside
by Boom,
who is going to force her back.
That was a forearm on Cuppa TNT.
So this is a power jam for Cornfed as Ultra Ego is trying to pull the pack apart in the front. No lead jammer established yet.
This is beautiful.
Rolla Rocket. Who is that Rolla Rockets blocker? They are doing a fabulous job. Number 4. That is Ferocious Dimples. That is so cute because dimples are when you smile, so it's like ferociously, which is what she did. It was beautiful. But Ego was able to get out, and she is now lead jammer. Cuppa TNT has engaged in the pack, is back, and is still on her initial. Cuppa TNT is through on her initial and is now in scoring position, but will not be able to score as Ultra Ego will call the jam.
And Ruby Razor is headed to the penalty box on a forearm.
So here's what Goldie has to say. I've been to many derbies in the St. Louis area and around the Midwest, but I don't know anything really. I just love watching. Wonderful. YouTube recommended this. Oh, I'm so glad YouTube recommended this and hope that you enjoy it. We're going to be here all weekend. There are 12 games, and this is only game number 2. Nikki says she doesn't know either of these teams either. Yeah, we don't know Rolla. We've never played against Rolla. We don't know much about Rolla, but I'm sure we will learn some things as we go through the weekend.
We've got an official review.
We do.
On Cornfed. It's called an official review.
So for those of you who don't know Derby as well, each team has one official review per half. So you can review something, like you can say, hey, I think that this jammer did something illegal here, or I think that this blocker did something illegal. So you're asking for the refs to say, did we see it? Did we see anything? Are we going to be able to call that? If you are correct and the refs say, you know what, we agree with you, we do think that penalty happened, then you will retain your official review. So you actually can keep it and use it again later in the half.
You could also dispute points.
You can also dispute points. That's true.
Or you could use it as a timeout.
Well, Nikki and Goldie, we are so glad that you found us and that you've joined. We are, our season usually starts around January, February, and we are usually doing Derby date night most weekends all the way until August. We started in, December of 2022, I think, and we've been growing ever since then.
Was it 22?
It was December of 22. It was a Team Indiana. It was the first Team Indiana game ever. It was our very first stream.
That what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, I've been thankful for
and
it.
And now we have almost 700 subscribers.
I like that how you said YouTube, because I looked at that and I read it TY and thank you, because my dyslexia popped in.
Oh, great. I'm in between 2 people who are going to get letters.
I mean,
Sirius also switches things around.
I just do that, so I don't know if I actually have dyslexia. I don't know.
Petty LaBelle and Shred Her Silly on Black Diaspora are why I tuned in today. They were so fun to watch. That first game with Black Diaspora was so fun to watch, and they will be playing again.
It was fun to officiate.
Was it fun to officiate?
Yeah. You've probably already said this, but there is a skater on Black Diaspora that skates with former Cornfed skater Lieutenant Jan.
I love that. I saw that too. So as you see up on the screen, we do have our bracket, so you can see that Game 5, Black Diaspora will be playing later today at 4 p.m. And Black Diaspora will be playing the winner of this game right now. So either Cornfed or Rolla Rockets is going to play Black Diaspora at 5 o'clock. In the Aw Shucks bracket, Cape Girardeau will be playing the loser of this game at 8 p.m. tonight. So both of these teams will play again. It's just a question of whether they play Black Diaspora or Cape Girardeau. Sirius told me to stop banging my fist on the table because I'm shaking the table, and none of you can see that I'm like emphasizing my words by banging my fist.
But we can't hear it.
No. I don't think he wants me to shake all the equipment. I also have 2 drinks, which probably makes him very nervous because I do everything with my hands.
You do have the lid on the one.
Yeah, I have a lid on.
He has a drink over there, too.
Yeah, but he's not as dangerous as I am. Okay, we're still waiting, so I am going to tell more jokes.
This is a good... I will go and figure out what it is when they call the...
It's a long one.
With the captains and alternates back. But, like, you know, there's a good discussion, so I really like that this is happening. So this was a good use of a timeout, official review. Ooh, you tell a joke.
Okay, I'll tell a joke. You go find out what happened. The other day, I bought a thesaurus, but when I got home and opened it, all the pages were blank. I have no words to describe how angry I am. Okay, nobody else is listening to me except you guys in the chat, and I thought that one was pretty good. The owner of the tuxedo shop kept hovering over me when I was browsing, so I asked him to leave me alone. He said, "Fine, suit yourself." Oh, that one got an out loud guffaw from Sirius. Here comes Melody with the information that we need.
Okay, so for the official review, Cornfed saw a back block by the Rolla jammer and wanted a back block penalty assessed. After discussion, multiple officials saw it and did not feel like it was a back block, so the no call will stand, and Cornfed has lost their official review for the half.
All right, thank you for that update. We've got Barbarian jamming for Cornfed Roller Derby and Fear Mayani for the Rolla Rockets.
Oh, Peggy, these are all my skate friends, at least according to my 4-year-old.
I love that. Hello to your 4-year-old. We will give her a little shout out. So Peggy's 4-year-old, we're excited to have you watching all of our skate friends.
My 4-year-old also says, "Are those all your derby friends?" And I just say yes.
Yes. Barbarian is lead jammer for Cornfed Roller Derby. Fear Mayani is still in the pack, getting just stuck there, but also trying to pull that pack apart, down to 1 Cornfed blocker. Oh, takes a little tumble, so is going to be recycled to the back, while Barbarian has come through to score 4 points for Cornfed. Fear Mayani still on their initial pass, trying to find some space. The pack is a little bit jumbled up here. Fear Mayani is trying to push through Pure Poly and B as Barbarian sees some space on the inside to come through for another 4 points for Cornfed. Fear Mayani still has that star on as Pure Poly and B come together, getting some offensive help from 999. Ruby Razor, which is helpful and gets Fear Mayani out of the pack. Barbarian is in the pack scoring points right now, takes a hit to the outside and decides to call the jam before any points can be scored by Rolla. KTG says the graphics are so helpful. Grateful to have the score, lead jammer, and stuff on screen. Thank you so much for the extra effort. You are so welcome, KTG. We appreciate you as well. And we are very excited to have all of you third wheels joining us on our Derby Date Night. If you want to be an official third wheel, like Goldie Socks and Nikki, you can see that they have little badges next to their names, and they also have extra special emojis that they can use. You can sign up for that on during halftime.
Halftime. That's my halftime goal.
Oh, Pixie says she's going to be here tomorrow. Wonderful.
Ooh.
And if you want to jump on camera, Pixie, you know we're always looking for some help. Pixie is one of our audiovisual helpers. She's planning on going into the field and has helped us out in the past.
Oh.
Cup of TNT is your lead jammer for Rolla Rockets. Miss Adventure is jamming for Cornfed.
They have a penalty. Ed has a penalty, and so does Goldie. And they are going, I can't see the little screen, so I can't see what they have.
Well, it's too little. And there's an F for forearm. Somebody got a forearm. And a track. Miss Adventure got a track cut.
All right, so Miss Ed got a track cut, and Goldie has a forearm.
Cup of TNT has come through for 4 points, is continuing to score with Miss Adventure in the penalty box. This is a great opportunity for the Rolla Rockets to catch up. This has been a very close game. We only have 6 minutes left in the first period, and Cup of TNT is cutting into that lead here.
Mm-hmm. James Blonde is headed to the penalty box on a back block that helped get her jammer through.
Well, sometimes if it helps. Cup of TNT through for another 4 points, bringing their total to 66, which means I get to hit the button again. It's another lead change.
1 point. Oh!
Ooh. Nikki wants to say Rolla Rolla Rockets. It's really fun to say Rolla. I was excited when I found out they were Rolla Rockets. Goldie Sox using one of our exclusive member emojis of Derby Love.
Love, love, love.
Sirius and I had fun making these emojis.
Speaking of Derby Love, do you see the earrings that Penny, my daughter, picked out for me?
They
Walmart?
are a heart with rainbow striped pattern on it for Pride Month. I love them.
She goes, Mommy, you need these.
Yes, Mommy does need those. This is why it's probably good I don't have a daughter, because I would be convinced to buy everything. Well, Rolla is now in the lead by 1 point. Ultra Ego jamming for Cornfed, and Boom for Rolla. Boom is out as lead jammer for the Rolla Rockets, but Ego is only about a quarter track behind. Boom getting some help from her pivot, but notices Ultra Ego coming and calls the jam, but not before scoring 2 points, bringing that lead to a 3-point lead.
Climbing up just a little bit.
Moving on up.
Moving on up. On the scoreboard.
Yes, Raging Jim, that's exactly what I was saying. Sometimes the penalty is worth it. There was one time, Sirius used to videotape when I was playing too, and I have on camera me headed to the penalty box, and I look at the camera and I just go, worth it. But that's not very nice. So you shouldn't.
We've worked on our sportsmanship.
We've worked on our sportsmanship since then. Or I just stopped skating, so. Alexecutioner jamming for Cornfed. Sorry to all of your Alexas. Hermione jamming for the Rolla Rockets. Alexa is out as lead jammer for Cornfed, so they're going to try and take this lead back. Hermione is still trying to get out. Pulling the pack apart is out as Alexa is approaching the pack on her first scoring pass. It gets pushed to the outside up on her toe stops by Cup of TNT, who is blocking and jamming. She's a multi-talented skater there. Alexa calls the jam, but not before scoring how many points? 1. So there is no lead change.
Just chipping at it. Chip. Hey, we need an ice pick.
No, we need to eat chips.
Oh.
You know, Derby Date Night, we are known for loving cheese, and so chips and queso.
I forgot I have snack.
Oh, I have so many snacks. Did you know that NSO's brought me snacks this morning?
Oh, I love our officials.
Yeah. Crash and Wicked both brought me snacks, some of my favorite snacks. I love them so much. Misadventure jamming for Cornfed, and Boom for the Rolla Rockets.
Boom!
I know. Boom is your lead jammer, but Ed is right there. These two jammers are going to race to the pack. Boom is in the pack and was already hitting her hips as she was hitting the pack, grabbing 1 point for the Rolla Rockets. Now, Mel, explain to us, when you hear the whistles, there are 4 whistles. Whenever someone hits the hips, that ends the jam. So then the whistles start. How long can they score points for?
You get a tweet, 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 tweet. So 4 whistles at the end of the first 4. So tweet, 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 done.
Okay.
And then you do those 4 whistles 3 times. So you get tweet, 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 tweet.
But it's the end of the first 4. That is when the scoring ends. So that was smart of that jammer to start hitting her hips before she hit the pack, because she knew that the other jammer was close behind. Ultra Ego jamming for Cornfed Roller Derby as Cup of TNT went to the penalty box on a...
Is that a B?
What's a
back
B?
block.
A back block. I didn't see it. We were busy counting on our fingers the number of tweets.
I know, I was using my fingers. See, this is why I think we need to have a camera on us. I even did my makeup today.
Oh, I did my makeup too. And it was an early morning. Ego, after stretching that pack out, Cup of TNT is now standing, so that was a hard-earned lead jammer for Ultra Ego there. Is going to have to get through to score some points. If she can score 4 points here, that will be a lead change. Cup of TNT is now out of the penalty box and coming around on her initial, so she has not gotten through yet. So she's not scoring points, but Ego is.
Ooh, a nice hit by Pure Polly. And running back. That's Polly's element, running back.
Yes, Polly is so good at that. That is one of the things that I see her do again and again and again. And it's a talent. It's a talent. Ego is through for 4 points.
James Blonde is in the penalty box. I can't see the number. What is that? Or the letter over there?
M. Multiplayer.
M.
Yeah?
Multipass. Yeah.
No, not multipass. That's what skater that we've announced for before. What team was multipass from?
Oh. Wait, it was last year, wasn't it?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Emma or Boggs likes your tweet demo. And Boggs, since you know Mel, I think you know what it looked like. Simon, hi! There are members now? This is what I get for missing a few weeks. Don't worry, Simon. We actually just launched the memberships today. This is the very first time. So yes, we have Practice Squad, Charter, and All-Stars. So you can become a member. And if you join this weekend, we are giving away a free Smalltown Smackdown t-shirt to one of our new members. Ego is pushing. Ooh, takes a push to the inside, slowing her down. Who was that? That was Cass Kicker.
Yeah.
But even though she got slowed down at the end, that is a lead change.
Push the button.
Okay, there's the button. Sirius is not sure he wants this to be the official lead change sound. If any of you in the chat have an idea for what you would want for the lead change sound, I need a lead
What
change
if it's
sound.
change? Because it's a change, so we have coins.
Pixie, it is totally okay if you are broke. You also volunteer to help us with cameras. And honestly, if you don't have any money to spend, we don't care. Just subscribe. Just support us. Join us in the chat. It's fun. We want this to be accessible for anyone at any level. So no worries. You participate just by being here, and we love it. We also do super chats, though. So I don't think we've had any super chats yet in this tournament, but you can shout out your favorite skater, and we will put it up on the big screen. We have new technology now.
Wait,
so
what?
yeah, we can put super chats and super stickers up on the big screen.
Like to fill the screen?
You'll see when somebody gives one.
Ooh, track cut called on Fearmini.
Hermione was lead jammer when that happened.
2-minute
so
jam.
This will be a full 2-minute jam. For those of you new to Derby, if you are the lead jammer and you go to the penalty box, you lose that lead jammer status and the ability to call off the jam, and the other person can't get lead jammer status, so it's going to be a long 2 minutes for both of you.
That's a full pack. Actually, now that I say that, Ruby Razor is leaving the pack. And then 316 Holy Steamroller is in the penalty box.
Mel, we've been having too much fun because the period is over. So in 49 seconds, we're going to have a 15-minute break because it's going to be halftime. Ooh, but halftime, remember, you can go become a member. You can go buy our new third wheel merch that's on our website, derbydatenight.com. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you could look up some jokes if you want to bring some jokes into the chat later. We're excited to have you. This has been such a close game. Cornfed at 81, Rolla Rockets at 69. The winner of this game will go on to play Black Diaspora at 4 p.m. And the loser of this game will go on to play Cape Girardeau at 8 p.m. Oh, look at this. KTG is going to demonstrate how we do this. Hold on. Let me show you. I'm going to show you.
Okay.
I'm going to show you how we do this. Okay, KTG is showing us how we can show the super chat on the screen.
Oh.
Look at that. Thank
like
you,
the people
KTG.
do like at Twitch.
Yeah, exactly. So you can shout out your favorite skaters. Thank you for the demonstration, KTG, and thank you for your rainbow sticker. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Derby Date Night Tournament Edition. Hey yo, Melody.
Sorry.
We're hyper and excited. This is the second game of our 12-game 2-day tournament. Our first game was between Black Diaspora and Cape Girardeau. Black Diaspora was victorious and will be playing again at 4 o'clock today, and they will be playing the winner of this game between Cornfed Roller Derby and Rolla Rockets. And I wanted to feature KTG did her homework over the break and is now our first third wheel all-star. Welcome, KTG, to our all-stars.
Woo-woo!
So excited to have you. If you want to become a member, you will get special badges, special emojis, all sorts of special things. And everyone who becomes a member this weekend will be entered for a Smalltown Smackdown t-shirt that has been donated to us by Cornfed Roller Derby. And Melody Mayhem, you also did your homework, and you are now a member of the Third Wheel Practice Squad. So
Yes.
welcome to the Practice Squad.
Thank you.
Now, what did you learn about signing up for memberships during the break? We learned something.
I had a goal to sign up for membership and purchase a t-shirt. Well, I only got the membership because I tried to sign up on my phone, and when I went to the Derby Date Night homepage on YouTube, I couldn't do that. So I had to run over to my desktop where the music is playing, and then I went to YouTube and the Derby Date Night homepage, and I was able to join there. So you have to be on a desktop or a laptop.
So if you want to become a Derby Date Night member, you've got to get a desktop or a laptop because you won't be able to do it from a phone. But we are so excited to have all of our new members in the chat with their special little wheels, which will change colors the longer you are a member.
I know. I tried to change my wheel, and then it said that. I was like, oh.
Yep. But as long as you stay a member, your wheel will change to beautiful, beautiful colors.
And it really is affordable. I mean, I have kids in diapers, a kid in diaper.
Oh, Sirius wants me to explain what you get for being a member. You get loyalty badges, special badges after your name. It will change colors after 1 month, 6 months, 12 months. You get emojis, priority reply to comments, and member shout-outs. We're going to be having an end of video scroll, including your name, that we're going to be working on. But for right now, we want to talk about the game, which, boom, has come out of halftime and grabbed lead jammer for Rolla Rockets. Barbarian is jamming for Cornfed. Still stuck. Is Barbarian where's Barbarian? In the penalty box. That must have happened at the end of the first half?
What's the letter? I can't see. It's too small. Oh, it went away because they're out.
Oh. What was it?
She's out.
An I?
Insubordination?
No, that doesn't make sense.
Illegal procedure.
Illegal procedure. So not sure. But Barbarian came out of the penalty box and got right through. No point scoring yet. Barbarian coming around will be eligible to score, but Boom is not going to let her and calls the jam before Barbarian can score any points, bringing Rolla Rockets to a total of 77. Oh, let's look at penalties from the first half. People are being pretty good on Cornfed. We've only got 2 as the highest number of penalties so far.
Who's that?
For Cornfed. Oh, that's Misadventure, but I don't want to call her out. Oh dear.
That's not who I thought it was.
Rolla Rockets are going to have to tighten it up a little bit. We have 2 Cast Kicker and Ruby Razor both sitting with 5 penalties. So you can only have 7 before you are asked to leave the game. Ultra Ego is your lead jammer for Cornfed. Claw and Order jamming for the first time for the Rolla Rockets.
That's a good one.
That's a great name.
Claw
Love it.
and Order.
Claw and Order. Ultra Ego coming in on a scoring pass is going to have to get past a tripod led by Huntress. Huntress? No, Hulkstress.
I was like,
Hulkstress. Huntress is another skater from Naptown. Hi, Huntress, if you're out there. Hulkstress.
They will be joining us tomorrow.
They will be. They'll be here?
They'll be joining my official crew tomorrow.
Love it.
They're at Pride today.
Yes, Pride is happening in Indy today, so we have a lot of... It's hard in the Derby world when you have to choose between Pride and Derby.
We had to tell Cornfed that you're not going to Pride. This Pride. You're not going to Indy Pride.
Ooh, Eric has become a third wheel all-star.
Thank you.
Hold on. I know. Thank you so much. We love it. Welcome to the All-Stars. We are so excited to have you, and we love all your support, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow here on the mic. Eric's going to be joining me on the mic for a couple games tomorrow.
Woo, woo.
Woo, woo. Love it. All right. Okay, so no lead jammer. James Blonde just took a pass. James Blonde is out of the pack.
What did Ego go to the box for?
I don't... It's there. Oh, X?
A cut.
Cut. I love the fact that we can see the penalties. Thanks to Bruise Guy and Crash Bandy Oops for making this penalty tracking something that we can see and talk about in real time. James Blonde is through the pack for 4 points. For the Rolla Rockets, there's only 3 points separating these two teams now. Ultra Ego is also through for 4 points. So 7 points. Oh no, I'm trying to do math. We shouldn't do this. Goldie with a hit to the inside on James Blonde. And that jam has ended.
I think it went to time.
Did it go? Yeah, well, there was no lead jammer, so it should have.
Okay. Hi, my name is Mel, and I am not very observant.
RK Din says, awesome pass. Go JB. Go Claw. I love all the... And then Lexi Pro also, a great name, says, I see my crush, Medic Roxy. We appreciate our medics.
Yes, sorry. I was
You're
like...
spacing out. Why are you spacing out?
I got really confused. I don't know.
It's only your first game announcing. How are you going to be tomorrow? Misadventure jamming for Cornfed and Fear Miami for the Rolla Rockets. Misadventure finding space on the inside to get lead jammer.
Do you not remember what it was like to have toddlers?
It's been a while. And we have our non-toddler on one of our cameras right now. Like, that's how old my kids are now.
I know.
Fear Miami also got out of the pack. They're both on scoring passes, right? No, I think they are.
They are. Ed, it looks like
Where'd
Ed
Ed
might have
go?
taken a hit to the mouth, and they are lead, and they should be calling it
Yeah. Ed is lead. Call it. There, she called it. She called it. Oh, poor Ed. I hope she's okay.
then. Me too.
I think when you take a hard hit, especially to the face,
You
just
space
kind of,
out.
Yeah, you're like, whoa. So Ed is headed over, speaking of the medics, to the medics to get checked out. So that is something that we appreciate our medics so much. We will never let skaters out on the track without a medic present. They are always right next to the track, ready to come out and help. And we would never be willing to even do derby without our medics. So we really appreciate all of their help.
Well, I wouldn't say we in general. There were probably some people who were like, I don't need no medic. But
Okay, no, not us.
not us.
That's important.
It is
Safety
very
is important, Mel.
Yes.
Addie, little Addie Adderall getting lead jammer for Cornfed Roller Derby. Boom is skating for Rolla Rockets as jammer and is right behind little Addie Adderall, who's skating on just one foot, fixing her
Knee pad.
fixing her knee pad. Both jammers in the pack and scoring points. Addie getting pushed to the inside. Boom trying to stretch the pack out to the front. Addie getting pushed to the inside again. Boom has got through the pack and has grabbed all 4 points.
Barbarian is heading to the penalty box. I'm not sure if that was an out-of-play hit or failure to reform.
It was a C. Do you know what a C is?
I do. Contact. Illegal contact.
I love having a ref
Hitting out of
announce
play.
with me.
Bad touch.
Boom is through for another 4 points. Addie decides to call the jam. I'm trying to see how many points she got. I think the refs are conferring to decide. So Rolla Rockets outscoring Cornfed there, which brings Cornfed's lead to only 2.
2 points.
Thank you again to all of our new members. We're so excited to have you here. KTG safety is important. See, safety is important, Mel.
Listen, I spent all last game looking at tri-glides. So if you don't know, when you wear a helmet, if you have a tri-glide or these little adjustable things, and in roller derby, if you have tri-glides, they have to be up by your earlobes.
Okay.
And if otherwise your helmet is not functioning properly.
Ooh.
We have Ultra Ego jamming for Cornfed, and for Rolla Rockets, Cup of TNT is our lead jammer, coming back around for their first scoring pass. Hits a Lavender Menace, and
Barbarian is back in the pack. Do we have
you.
everybody?
We do have a full pack,
Nice.
although you just cursed us.
Oh, sorry. Because now they're going to get penalties.
Yeah.
You are so superstitious. Ultra Ego taking a hit to the outside, getting pulled to the back. Do we have a lead? We do have a lead jammer.
Cup
Are
of
they both on
TNT.
scoring passes?
No. Ultra Ego is still on their initial pass, and TNT is on a scoring pass.
Okay. So TNT with 4 points. I think that's a...
That is a lead change.
I hit the wrong button.
He changed colors.
Sirius just shoot me. He shooed me away.
What did you do during halftime? Cup of TNT calls it before entering the pack for their next scoring pass, not letting Ultra Ego in for any points. So that is a lead change.
Thank you, Sirius. He's so mad at us right now. We're touching all of his gear, and this is what happens when you have 2 announcers, Sirius. We are out of control, and you know you can't control us. Also, that's part of the problem with
announcers. It's when it's us.
when it's us. Yeah, when it's your wife and your third wheel.
Yeah, your third wheel's not afraid to touch your gear.
No,
Because my spouse
it's your
does
spouse.
this stuff.
Yep. Addie Adderall is lead jammer for Cornfed, but Fear Miami is chasing and was able to just go swish, swish, swish to get out there.
Swimming through.
Yep. Addie on a scoring pass coming around, only has 2 blockers to get past. Pops
does
up
so.
on toe stops and gets through for 4 points. Fear Miami getting stuck with 4 Cornfed blockers. Trying to find some space, trying to get some offensive help, takes a little bit of a tumble. Addie coming around on a second scoring pass, which means we have another lead change. I don't know if I'm going to...
And we've hit triple digits, both teams.
Both teams to 100 now.
Alexecutioner as the pivot for Cornfed is in the box.
Brittany says, love you, Rolla Rockets, Cruella. Addie is in the pack on a third scoring pass now. Hermione is out after scoring another for first 4 points. No, second 4 points. So that was, I think, Addie outscored by a little bit, by 2 points. So we are still with a 2 point.
Outscored by 4 points, and so it's a 2 point lead. Mm-hmm. And we're both into triple digits. That means it's joke time.
Joke. Jokes. You have a button you can hit if you want to joke, because now that you're a member, you have a special button.
Yes. Cornfed has called a team timeout, so perfect time for jokes.
They did that just for us, just so we have time.
They knew. I'm sure that's what Rogue was thinking.
Why did the egg have a day off?
I don't know.
Because it was fry day? I don't know. You fry an egg?
Yeah, you fry an egg.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that wouldn't be its day off because you fry the egg. It would be its execution date. Ooh, that got dark. Sorry.
I found a book called How to Solve 50% of Your Problems. So I bought 2.
I don't think that math don't math right. I understand what you're saying.
Why did the coffee taste like dirt?
I don't know.
Because it was ground just a few minutes ago. Get it? Get it?
Yes, I get it. You grind your coffee beans so they are coffee grounds.
Sirius said, let's see what this does, and hit a button. Those are points per jam for Cornfed. I don't think that makes much sense to the team, to the people at home. Although maybe the stats nerds. Do you see that, Mel?
Yeah, it's tiny.
What do you think it is?
Tiny.
What's it showing us?
Bars. It's tiny.
We're just having fun hitting all the new technology that we have. Where are we at with penalties? I know Rolla Rockets were kind of high in penalties a few minutes ago. Ooh, now we have 3 people with 5 penalties. Ruby Razor, Cast Kicker, and Ferocious Dimples.
Ooh, and we are back in play.
We are. We've got Ultra Ego jamming for Cornfed and Boom for Rolla Rockets. Ultra Ego is out as lead jammer. Boom trying to stay in, gets pushed to the outside by B Squared, is forced to recycle as Ultra Ego is coming around. Executioner out of the penalty box. That penalty box is now empty. The pack is speeding up. Ego is coming as fast as she can to start scoring points, but Boom is also approaching the pack on a scoring pass. Let's see if Ego is going to, looks like Ego's going to run it. As Boom gets through for 4 points for Rolla Rockets, Ego just has to get past 51 and 4, and ooh, that pack has reformed around Ego. Ego trying to find some space. Ferocious Dimples hits Ego to the outside and tries to pull her back, and Ego decides to call the jam at that point.
Oh, thank you, Simon.
Simon, you have joined our memberships. Hold on. Sirius, I'm working on it, Sirius. Hold on. There. We can recognize Simon on screen as being a member of our third wheel practice squad.
Is this touchscreen?
No, it's not touchscreen. Sorry.
Otherwise, I could help you.
Simon, we love having you as one of our core members. You've always been so great in the chat, and we appreciate you so much. I also really like your hat. RK Din says, why should you never ice skate on a duck pond?
Why not?
Oh, we have got a lead jammer for Rolla Rockets. That is Ruby Razor. Barbarian has done a star pass to Lav, who will now be the jammer for Cornfed. Ruby Razor is in the pack on a scoring pass right now.
Ooh. Didn't mean that, but
yeah,
Ruby Razor is going to be headed to the penalty box.
Was that a back block?
A back block, and that's number 6 for Ruby.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Ruby was at 5. One more penalty, and Ruby will be kindly asked to watch the game. But hopefully not. We've got 18 minutes left. I always got nervous when I was on 6 penalties.
I hear another. Lavender Menace is headed to the box for a track cut, so we're going to have a jammer switch.
Ooh, that's what we call a shenana jam here.
Shenana jam.
Shenana jam, copyright Circle City. Circle City Roller Derby.
Ruby Razor is back out on the track.
Oh, Simon using his new emojis to say Derby is for all and showing Derby love with his member emoji, and Goldie Sox responding in kind. Lavender is out of the box and just sailed through to grab 4 points. And I love it when a pivot turn jammer gets points. It's one of my very favorite things. So great job, Lav, scoring some points there.
Way to support your team. Ruby Razor is headed back to the penalty box for a forearm. So that is number 7.
Oh, so is that okay? What happens when is it in between jams that Ruby Razor will be?
So if the jam is going to end and Ruby will be in the box, so they are going to have to switch out a skater with their place. And then Ruby will be asked to gear down and return to not
Looks like
over
Ruby
there.
was already aware.
And so to get that all worked out, we are under an official timeout.
Yep.
So why should you never ice skate on a duck pond? Because the ice might quack.
Oh, I love it. Okay, looking at these penalties right here, you can see Ruby Razor has reached that unlucky number 8.
7.
No, 8. I see 8.
Oh.
I don't know how, because I think Ruby went multiple.
I just saw a 6.
Ruby must have gone another time we didn't see, because I see 8 on there.
Maybe they got 2 at the end.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, so what happens if somebody accidentally gets 8? Is the captain going to need to sit for their
okay, so we're
penalty?
speculating here. So what I am assuming
speculation.
that happened, and you know what happens when we assume. So what I can assume is maybe there was a little bit of sass, because they got off the track pretty quickly, but so maybe there was an in-sub, or maybe they came into the box too hot, so now they have 2 penalties. And then so the person that will sub in for Ruby will have to sit the full time.
Yep.
Even I think if it is 7, it's 7 and 8.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know. Yeah, that's an interesting one.
This is a discussion that I would have with Shotgun and Bona Petit. Well, Bona probably would be like, well, I mean, I love you, Bona. And then with Richie, because, I mean, Richie and Shotgun, they do a lot of head reffing. So this
I'm just letting you talk to yourself right now as you are having an imaginary conversation with 3 different referees.
I know, right?
Okay, here's what I love. Look at the chat. Look at Tara and Goldie and Eric, Roller Derby 24/7, having so much, and Simon, having so much fun with the Derby Love and the OPE emojis that are available for members. Also, Sirius just told me if we get at least 8 members, is that what you said? 8? That we will have more emojis that we can then create. I think something with speculation should be one of our emojis, because we're always speculating.
Ooh. Like a speculoos cookie?
If you all have requests of what emojis you would love to see us create, like what emojis do you want to say whenever we're doing Derby Date Night? What are the things you would want to have emojis for? That's fun. I hope somebody comes over and tells us. Are you going to go find out? Oh, we don't get to find out? Nope, not today.
I tried it. Look, I did it.
You did it. Joke alert.
But we ran out of time.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll tell a joke later.
This
okay.
We're lining up for a Power Jam start. I was like, what is this lineup? I see what's happening.
Okay.
Oh, gotta skate with them.
James Blonde is in the penalty box. So this is a Power Jam for Misadventure and Cornfed Roller Derby. Ed has gotten out and is lead jammer for Cornfed.
B Squared is headed to the box for illegal contact, and 8-8 Cast Kicker is headed to the box for a cut.
Cast Kicker, I think,
That's
was on
6.
5, so that would be 6. Misadventure is through for 4 points. James Blonde is out now and has just passed Misadventure, so we'll see if Misadventure is going to let James Blonde try to score points or if Misadventure is going to call. Looks like we're going to try and score some points. Ed and James Blonde both through. Oh, but James Blonde is headed to the penalty box on a forearm, and so this will be a second Power Jam for Cornfed.
In the last pass, you might have missed it. Ed only got 3 points because they had a no pass, no penalty, so they did not score that 4th point. So that's why it's not an even 4.
That makes sense. And that jam ends with James Blonde in the penalty box, so we will start the next jam as a Power Jam for Cornfed. Okay,
Ooh.
Eric's requests for emojis. Lead change, apex jump, and Power Jam. Those would be good emojis.
I definitely, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, when you see an apex jump, we need like some sort of a jump emoji. Lead change happens all the time. So yeah, these are all great suggestions, Eric. Thanks.
We've got an official timeout. Joke.
Oh,
joke,
yeah, jokes.
Joke. Everybody.
We have 12 games. Are you going to be this excited tomorrow?
How long have you known me?
I've lost my mouse. Oh, there it is.
We have known
This
each other
two-screen
for 10
thing.
years. 10 years.
We've known each other 10 years. Wow.
It's 10 years. I joined Cornfed 10 years ago.
Happy anniversary. And you are about to retire in a few weeks.
23rd,
Crazy.
last game. As a playing skater.
Yes, as
I'm
a
still
playing
going
skater.
to officiate, hop on the mic with you.
Mm-hmm. As our original third wheel, I would hope that you would hop on the mic occasionally.
Whenever you want, girl.
Why did the Rolling Stones stop making music?
I don't know.
Because they got to the bottom of the hill? So they weren't. They'd be the Still Stones?
No.
What is the best present? Broken drums. You can't beat them.
That would make me very sad. Although, serious, you'll like this tidbit. We got a drum set for free from one of Shotgun's friends. He took it into a studio, so they're on campus. Just ask Sonny where they are, and he's taking them in. I think he's taking them into the
I love that you did not
studio.
put them where your toddlers can.
Oh no, they
access
found them and they played.
Oh, Brittany Silver says we are her favorite announcers.
Thanks.
Okay, that deserves a feature. So we can put that up on the big screen.
So you could feature. Oh, that's so cool.
Yes, isn't that cool?
You just click on it. Okay.
Yep. Uh-oh, Mel is now figuring out what we can do. So now I apologize to all of you in advance for the amount of chats that Mel decides to feature.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, we could, like, when jokes come in.
We have lots of options. Little Addie Adderall jamming for Cornfed, and Rolla Rockets has got James Blonde, remember, who was in the penalty box at the end of the last jam. So Addie has a power jam for Cornfed to try and grab lead jammer. But who's getting a penalty?
2-3.
2-3 got
That
a
is,
penalty.
She-Wolf has got a direction of gameplay penalty.
Little Addie Adderall is your lead jammer for Cornfed Roller Derby as James Blonde comes out of the penalty box. Still on initial here, so James Blonde will not be scoring any points. We've got about 15 minutes left in this half. Addie taking a hit from 822, forcing her to recycle. Who's 822? Jen and Toxic. Good job. All right, James Blonde is out and now is eligible to score. So we'll be coming around as long as Addie... Oh, never mind. Addie called it. So
I believe Addie pocketed 1 point.
Oh, I felt like Addie went around more times than that.
Listen, Addie's got tiny hips. And so where Addie started the progression did not get all the way around before they were stopped.
You know what you do that I really love, and there's other jammers who do this too.
They should have 2 points.
When you turn yourself around backwards and you start skating with your butt first, so you can grab points.
Yes.
I love seeing that.
That really should be 2 points because there's a blocker in the penalty box.
Oh, good.
But it's now
good
too late
eye.
to dispute that.
Good eye, Melody. I love having a rules lawyer in the second chair.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say a rules lawyer.
Lexa almost got lead jammer, but got pushed out to the outside. So Fear Hermione took that opportunity to grab lead jammer for Rolla Rockets. I said that really funny.
Rolla Rockets.
All right, Fear Hermione coming around. Sirius is losing it.
He's like, this is only game 1 with you guys. How many do I have to do?
You know, Sirius, you don't come here for the seriousness. We are not serious announcers.
Your name is not Seriously because you're serious. It's because seriously.
Okay, Rolla Rockets scored 3 points, which means there's only 13 points between these two teams with 13 minutes left in this game. Big block would be another fun emoji. Yeah, it would. When we have those big, like, ooh. Yeah, make it a block.
Make it
like a block. Yeah,
yes.
like
I was thinking a rock, but a block because it rhymes, and
yeah.
I'm a nerd.
block.
Block, block, block.
And all
Block the
members get
skater.
access to our special emojis. And how many more emojis do we get once we have 8 members? You don't know? We're not sure. This is new for all of us. Oh, look at that. Cup of TNT with that. I can't do an English accent, otherwise I'd do
A cup of tea.
a cup of tea.
That
a
was
cup
awful.
of tea with Sirius just told me to stop. He said stop. Okay, cup of tea, lead jammer. Rolla Rockets communicating with the pack. Ultra Ego coming behind to try and steal some points there before Cup of Tea can call the jam. No points scored by Cornfed. Were there any points scored by Rolla?
Yes, 4
All
points.
4.
Chipping
Okay.
away.
Chip, chip, chip. That'd be another good emoji.
I really, you know what? It's like an ice pick. That's what I envision. Chipping.
Mm-hmm. No, we talked about this already. I wanted chips and queso. That was a good sound effect. Chips and dip.
Now I want queso.
I brought so much cheese to this
Did you
tournament.
really?
Yes, I have. I'll have to tell you in a minute about my green room that I created.
I mean, I saw it. I see it over there.
Yeah, I create Claw and Order jamming for Rolla Rockets and Misadventure for Cornfed. Misadventure out as lead jammer for Cornfed. But Claw and Order says the law is coming for you and is chasing Misadventure down. All right, Misadventure entering the pack on a scoring pass. Needs to get past one more blocker, but takes a hit to the outside. That was a great move there by Ferocious Dimples. But Ferocious Dimples is headed to the penalty box, and I think Ferocious was one of the ones who was high in penalties too. So, yeah, Ferocious. No, wait, maybe not. We'll have to look at the penalty thing between jams. Claw and Order is out and has scored 4 points for Rolla Rockets. And Misadventures also scored, 8 points. So 4 more points. 141 to 128 right now. Yes, queso emoji, KTG. Love it. Misadventure taking a big hit from Hulkstress, and she decides to call the jam.
The kid's laying at the line.
2 more points for Cornfed.
Melody doing announcer duty, ref duty, and security duty all at the same time.
Listen, we're on tight squad. Oh, a queso emoji. Sorry,
Yes.
squirrel. We're running tight. And so it takes a full crew, and
Yes.
like we've had some skaters who have gone on leave, so we're
Yep.
down a few skaters in the league.
Well, and look at this crowd.
It's a
This
big
is
crowd.
Crazy how many people are here. I love it. And this is only game 2. Oh, what happened?
There was a timeout called, and we thought it was, instead of a 4 tweet, we thought it was the tweet start whistle.
Okay, so 10 minutes left. I just want to clarify because this is the Smalltown Smackdown. Oh, Sirius wants me to look at the penalties.
Penalties.
So Cornfed still staying pretty low. Alexa has the highest right now with 3, but still pretty low overall. Rolla Rockets penalties are a little bit higher. Cast Kicker with 6, Ferocious Dimples with 6. And as we know, Ruby Razor is currently no longer playing, but will be able to come back in games 2 and 3. So that's the fun thing about even if you do foul out of a game, you can come back in the next game. So that's nice. Arcade Din says, yay, go Claw, heckin' skippity pap paps.
I'm going to assume that Claw knows what that means.
I really liked saying that, though. That was fun to say.
Heckin' skibbity pap pap.
All right, so I want to talk a little bit about this tournament because we've got 2 days of tournament here, and somebody is going to come out as the cream of the crop. So whoever wins this game will go into the cream of the crop bracket and will play Black Diaspora at 4 p.m. today in Game 5. The loser of this game will go into our Aw Shucks bracket and will play Cape Girardeau at 8 p.m. tonight. So both of these teams will play again today. So if you're here specifically watching these teams, stick around because you're going to see them either in the cream of the crop or the Aw Shucks bracket. After this game, we have our next game with the teams we haven't seen of Bisman Bombshells and Athens, Ohio Roller Derby. We'll be playing each other in the next game after this. Little Addie Adderall coming out with that lead jammer status for Cornfed.
I like the fact that we have a team from North Dakota here.
Isn't that awesome? Well, and Black Diaspora is borderless.
Correct.
And we have people from California, from Maryland, they're from so many different places.
They played very well
There's
together.
someone from Canada.
Canada. That's all I got.
She skates in Buffalo.
Oh, okay.
So literally goes to another country for skating.
Lavender Menace is headed to the penalty box. I believe that was a low block that I saw the sign for.
Hermione is jamming for Rolla Rockets and is she still on her initial right now?
I
think so.
I don't know.
Okay, Little Addie Adderall is in the pack. I know she is on a scoring pass right now. She's already scored 4 points and just needs to get past one more blocker, and she does so for another 4 points for Cornfed.
I believe. Oh, that is a scoring pass because
Yep.
I saw the points being held up behind the jam ref's back.
Yep, Hermione is out now for 4 points. Addie looks like she might be thinking about running it. We are under 10 minutes left in this game with
fast.
Cornfed trying to really, like, it got close again. Rolla really made a little bit of a push there, and now Cornfed is trying to extend this lead. But as we know, I've seen over 20 points in a jam over the past few months, and so I know it can
Addie
change
had
very
24
quickly.
earlier in the first half.
Addie had 24 once. Nice. RK says she knows. She knows what heckin' skippity pap 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 pap.
Love
Say
a
it.
good inside joke. Thank you.
Heckin' skippity pap paps. KTG, I agree. I was in the very first Smalltown Smackdown, and we had our family in the crowd mostly during the very first one that was at a skating rink, and now we are here. And
No,
I
it
think
was here.
there's no, the very very first one was at Gibson's.
It was?
Yes, I was in it. It was my first retirement.
Oh,
You don't remember that?
nope.
Boom is your lead jammer for the Rolla Rockets. Trying to cut into that lead, but Ultra Ego was able to get out of the pack and is going to try to score points, but not going to be able to.
Are you sure it was at
No, she
Gibson?
did. I am 100% positive.
Because, I remember 2019, and that was our first one.
No,
and
the very first one we had trailers outside because it was so hot inside. No one was inside unless they had to play a game. Everybody kept going outside because it was so hot.
I do not recall.
RK says it's what a cat does when it smacks with its paw really fast. Heckin' skippity pap paps.
Neville is good at that.
Skippity pap paps. My cat Neville, yeah, he does skippity pap paps.
Ooh, very nice.
Woo.
Misadventure through for lead jammer.
Is there anybody in the chat who was at the very first Smalltown Smackdown who can tell Mel that I'm right?
Listen, the more you talk about it, I think you're right.
I know I'm
Maybe
right.
I'm just thinking about,
Uh-oh. James Blonde getting sent to the penalty box for Rolla Rockets. Misadventure, having already scored 4 points, is going to have a power jam opportunity to score some more here for Cornfed with about 6 minutes left in the period. Taking that lead to over 30 points. Again, if you have not joined us before and don't know who we are, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've also got a Facebook and an Instagram, and we are always loving joining our third wheels and all of you in the chat. We love to have you along on this derby date night with me, Aria Kidding Me, my husband and forever date, Seriously, who actually does all the work, and our favorite third wheel, Miss Melody Mayhem.
Hey.
Tara, what a Tara, this has been a close game. These teams are really well matched.
And Cornfed in their biggest lead of the game, 170 to 136.
Melody was trying to be sneaky while she was eating, and it just looked
No,
very
I was
funny.
not trying to be sneaky. I was not trying to
Be loud.
crunch my Nutter Butter bites into the microphone. I was trying to be
Do you remember the time I got
respectful.
French fries on my microphone?
No, but I brought them to you, right?
Yeah, you brought me French fries, and then I was trying to enunciate, and I may have gotten French fries all over the microphone. It's fine. We are in a timeout, which means time for some more jokes. Joke alert.
Jokes.
I made a song about a tortilla. It's more like a rap.
I was going to say it's a rock and roll.
No, it's like a rap.
A rap.
A rap.
A rap.
Did you know corduroy pillows are in style?
No.
Yeah, they're making headlines. Get it? Because they're
Yes.
they're
Yeah.
li-
Yeah.
okay.
Yes. I mean, I will tangent off of that.
What's a nosy pepper do? It gets jalapeno business.
It's all up in your business.
I just laughed so hard I knocked my headphones off.
I'm digging these headphones, by the way. Thank you, Sirius.
Yes, it's so helpful for us to be able to hear each other, even though we can't hear you anymore, which means you can't control us as well. What word can you make shorter by adding 2 letters?
I don't know.
Short. Why aren't you laughing? That was this good one. You're not going to laugh?
Fine, I guess. If I have to laugh.
Okay. What do you call a criminal landing on an airplane?
a hijacker, an error. I don't know.
Condescending. You just lost all your air. You sounded like a helium balloon
It took
deflating.
my breath away.
Aw.
Take my breath away.
I'm just gonna let her go. It's a
Listen, I decided last night at 9:30 p.m. to redo the Smackdown playlist.
It's a good playlist. Too bad now. See, they can't hear because that would be copyright infringement. So they only get to hear our entertainment. Nikki, I don't need to tell my friends we're getting sushi. I just tell them to roll up. I like it. If you look at the screen, you can see the bracket for this weekend. So the winner of this game will go on to Game 5 to play Black Diaspora at 4 p.m. today. And in the Aw Shucks bracket, the loser of this game will go on to play Cape Girardeau in Game 7 at 8 p.m. tonight. And me and my voice will be here all the way till the end of that game.
I'll be here with you.
We were taking bets earlier on what game I would start to lose my voice. There are all sorts of different bets. Some people said Game 6. Some people said tomorrow.
We'll see.
Ultra Ego jamming for Cornfed Roller Derby and James Blonde in the box for Rolla Rockets.
Rolla
I
Rockets.
really like saying Rolla Rockets. It's fun.
Sorry, friends.
Nikki says, feel free to tell Mel the glue stick joke just to see her face. Oh, I think I should. I 100% should.
The glue stick joke?
Yes. I'll tell it to you. We got to talk about the action, though, because James Blonde is back in the pack. Ultra Ego is not lead jammer, so James Blonde could technically come out of the box here and become lead jammer if James can get through before Ego is able to stretch that pack out. Ego's only
pushing.
got up, and Ego got that lead jammer status. So Cornfed will manage this jam with 4.5 minutes left in this game. James Blonde finding space on the inside to get out. Ultra Ego entering the pack on her first scoring pass. Is currently in scoring position, but getting a little bit tangled up there, getting pushed to the inside and pulled all the way back. Decides to call the jam before 2 points can be scored, but she was able to get 2.
Little bunny
Okay,
ears.
I got to find Nikki's joke from the last game. Hold on.
Yes, this is how my brain works, people.
I'm looking for Nikki's joke. Okay, I'll find the joke when I can. This chat has been poppin'. I love all the participation from the chat. Woo!
TNT. Cup of TNT is through for your lead jammer with Barbarian out as your jammer for Cornfed.
Barbarian is only about half a track behind. Cup of TNT going to be trying to score some points here to catch up to Cornfed. And is calling the jam while Barbarian is approaching, managing to grab 2 points. Oh, Nikki, thank you. What's the difference between a piano, a tuna, and a glue stick?
I don't know.
You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
This is why we need a camera.
But
I get it.
what about the glue stick?
Oh, what about the glue stick?
What about you forgot to say what about the glue
What about the glue stick?
I knew you'd get stuck on that. Simon, you got to go to work, but y'all are making it so much better. Oh, you know, if I could, watching Derby Date Night at work, I hope that would help your work day go quickly and hope that you enjoy it. I mean, as much as you can enjoy working on a Saturday.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. On tournaments that are Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I've been known to have the tournament up on a tab.
Ooh.
And
Yeah, that's true.
or on my phone, and in between classes or during my prep, I watch.
That's smart.
Yeah. I mean, I only get 5 minutes in between my classes, but that's fine.
All right, we are in an official review, and we have got a beautiful dazzle of zebras in the middle who are talking about whatever. Is someone actually official reviewing, or is it an official timeout?
It's an official timeout. Otherwise, it would say official review.
Ah,
And one of those would be blinking.
true. You know, I should know all this. Like, I've been involved in Derby longer than you, but I feel like I learn new
A
things.
few months.
I learn things over and over again.
Listen, you started in January of 14. You met me in May, pulled in June.
That's true. We technically joined in the same season. Okay, since we're still in a timeout, it is time for more jokes.
Jokes.
I stayed up all night wondering where the sun went
Where'd it go?
until it dawned on me.
Womp, 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 womp.
Why
Listen, the sad trombone also means I like it.
Oh, that's a good sound. Sirius, can you get a sad trombone sound?
I already requested it.
RK says, why can't a leopard hide?
I don't know.
Because it's always spotted. Don't look at the chat before you. No cheating.
Maybe they posted the question before the answer.
Why do people who live in Greece hate waking up at dawn?
Because it's sticky.
No, because dawn is tough on Greece. These are actually pretty good. Oh, this one. Justice is a dish best served cold. Otherwise, it's just water. Just ice.
Ice
is a dish best served cold.
Yes, because it's what I was paying attention.
You are not.
No. Not to you. I was not paying attention to you. I was paying attention to the track because Miss Adventure was lined up to jam for Cornfed and went back to the bench. Barbarian is sitting in the penalty box, and here's what I am assuming.
Go ahead.
At the end of the jam, Barbarian hit an opposing blocker, so I believe that Barbarian got called on a late hit. So what's that letter over there? Is that a P? A C? Illegal contact. P
Yes.
would be position.
All right, and boom, taking advantage of that power jam for Rolla Rockets. So that was a great official review for Rolla Rockets because they have a power jam and boom is now able to
They
score
didn't
points.
have an official review.
Official timeout.
The
So-
officials called it.
Yes, but the officials, that was great for Rolla Rockets.
Yes.
is
Oh,
what I'm saying.
I got it now. Sorry.
But Boom has scored 4 points and is now about to try to score 4 more. Barbarian is standing in the penalty box and is now out and back on the track. Will be on the initial scoring pass, though, when she comes out.
She's a hustling.
Yeah, she is. I would be, too. Boom is through with another 4 points for Rolla Rockets as Barbarian is approaching the pack on her initial, so not currently scoring points. Boom is coming in on a third scoring pass, may be able to score more points here. There we go. 4 more if she can get past Goldie. And that is 4 more for Boom. Barbarian still stuck in the pack. Rolla Rockets really working here to hold. I see a star in the air, which means she's probably holding onto the star just in case she wants to pass it to a pivot. But the pivot, I think, is in the box.
No.
No?
The pivot for Rolla is.
Yeah,
and
that's what I was saying.
Oh, no. Barb is on Cornfed. Wrong color.
Yeah, I got
Wrong
it.
team.
Okay. Barb has the star in hand and might be passing it to Lav. But Boom is through for another 4 points, bringing that total to 20 in this jam and getting closer and closer to Cornfed, who had a commanding lead that is shrinking as this jam is continuing. Both of these teams really wanting to go play Black Diaspora at 4 o'clock today instead of staying and playing in the last game of the night at 7 with Cape Girardeau. Barbarian is out now, so will be coming around on a scoring pass with only a minute left in this game, but 7 seconds left in this jam. That jam will end, but not before Rolla Rockets can score 23 points, bringing them within 11 points of Cornfed.
We have a foul out.
We do. Another one?
I do believe it was James Blonde. They were the pivot in the last. Nope.
You are correct.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
You are correct. James Blonde has fouled out. Ferocious Dimples and Cass Kicker still sitting at 6.
I would like to clarify my yes is not that James Blonde fouled out. My yes is that my eyes.
Got it.
I did not see. It was on the other side of the track when the penalty happened, and I was trying to guess based on jersey and other features. Sorry, I take forever. So I am not yaying that James Blonde fouled out.
We know that. We know that. We don't yay fouling out,
No.
but we like to report it because it's important for people to know. So this game just got real close. We have 39 seconds left on the clock. There's a team timeout now for Rolla Rockets. Rolla still has 1 team timeout after this one. Cornfed still has 1 team timeout.
And they both have their official reviews.
And they both have their official reviews, which sometimes people like to use at the end of a game. This is exciting.
It would be really good. An official review at the end of the game is really good to dispute points.
That's a good point, too. Now, how long do you have after the game ends to be able to call an official
Immediately.
review? You have to do it immediately.
Immediately.
All right, looks like that timeout is over. This is a very important lead jam here. Oh my gosh, I'm so tense. I'm like very nervous.
Now I feel tense.
How you feeling, chat? You as nervous as we are? Whew. All right, here we go. Who's lining up? I can't see them. Is that Ed? I think that's Misadventure. And
Yes.
34. Claw and Order?
Fermini.
Fearmini.
Sorry.
Fearmini.
Fear.
There's a space on the outside. Ed tried to take it, took a huge hit, but is lead jammer, and the crowd here is going wild. We got a hometown crowd, of course, being in Muncie, Indiana, where Cornfed is based. Fearmini is trying to get some help from her offense as Ed comes through and sails around the outside to grab 4 points for Cornfed. Fearmini just has to get past B Squared, who is going to have to let her go as she was out of the pack. Fearmini is chasing Ed down.
The game clock has expired,
Game
so let's
clock
see what happens.
has expired. We've still got a minute 17 in this jam. Ed coming through for another 4 points for Cornfed. Fearmini was able to get out, right? And is now scoring.
Yes.
Goldie Sock says she is intense. And that is the end of the jam. Unofficial score, Cornfed 180, Rolla Rockets 164. Go Ed, KTG says. That was a close game. That was a fun game, too.
That was very
All right,
close.
so that means Cornfed is going on to play Black Diaspora at 4 o'clock today. Rolla Rockets going on to play Cape Girardeau at 7 o'clock tonight.
6 o'clock.
8 o'clock. I lied. 8 p.m.
8.
Yes,
The 7.
8
Game
o'clock.
7.
Game
8
7
p.m.
at 8 o'clock. Rolla Rockets, Cape Girardeau. Game 5, 4 p.m. Black Diaspora and Cornfed. But in about 30 minutes, you will be able to watch 2 new teams we have not seen yet in this tournament. Bizman Bombshells and Athens, Ohio will be playing each other right here in about 20 minutes. 30 minutes. Mel, are you going to be joining me for that game too?
No, I'm going to go and rest because then I ref.
You're reffing and rolling and
I'll be back for
announcing.
I'll be back for 6 and 7.
All right, so it probably won't be as off, as
We'll be more
crazy of
focused.
announcing. It might be a little bit more focused in the next one, but I'll still have jokes as always. We love you here at Derby Date Night. Don't forget to like and subscribe, or take this break to go on and become a member of the Third Wheels. You can do that on YouTube. Do that on your desktop, not on your phone.
Order your merch.
And you can order your merch, and you can also just grab a snack. Cheese is one of our favorite snacks here at Derby Date Night. I think I'm going to go get some cheese myself. See you in a few.
Bye.